Okay, so today we'll see how we can create a static template. We have two types of template. First one is a static and second is a editable template. From 6.4 or from 6.5, people are using a editable template by creating. See, we have two ways to creating a project. First, you can create some manually, and second, by using you can create a dynamic project by using a Maven. Yeah, so Maven we'll see later. Today we'll see how we can create a project by using manual. Okay, so for that, by creating the project or creating the website, we need a template. Simply here you see, if I'm coming here. Okay, so here we have a site, just simply click there, and now I'm going to create the page. See, so here somewhere I'm clicking now, this is the fib batch. Here I'm clicking create, and here we have the options of the page. So when I'm clicking here in this page, I need a template for creating the page. This is nothing but the template. And how we created this template? In a crxd. The template we created in a crxd. So we have to create the template and the page. Okay, but this one is our template, and for creating the template we need a page. So for that, now we will create. So this is the by default. Whenever if you don't have anything, it will come automatically. Okay, so it is stored somewhere. Yeah, so this one is the by default. Now I'm going to create my own template, but before that we have to know how we can create the project structure. See, so this is the project that I have created by default. That means by using a Maven. Okay, if I'm expanding this, here I have a component. Yeah, and inside the component I have stored all the components. See, all the component is generated. Yeah, but when we created our own project, these are the things will not happen. This all the things will not come automatic. Okay, so now I'll show you how we can create. So first of all, in this app you want to create, so right click it, create, and create the folder. Name it whatever you want, just like I'm giving a tutorial. So not tutorial, like it's a maybe batch. Okay, yeah, so this is the project, and it must be a small, it not be in camel case. Okay, so maybe batch I have written it, and just simply save it. So this is the folder that I have created, but it's just simple a folder, it's not our project. Yeah, so for that we have to first of all create the project folder structure. Yeah, and later that we can store the actual things. So I have created my folder, that means my project name. Later that right click, create, and create the folders. See, so in every project, now tell me why I am creating a project for making a website, and how your website is look like. It maybe look like this. Okay, it look like this. So here this one is the navigation. Okay, this one is nothing but your navigation. Could you please mute yourself, guys? Yeah, so this one is a navigation. After that, here we have some teasers. Okay, and this is the hello world component. That means this is your body. This one is a header, and inside the header you have a navigation. After that you have a body, and later at the last you have a footers. So this is nothing but your footer. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have. Okay, so we already knows these are the components it will be used for creating the website. We already knows that, so you can just simply go here and create these types of component. But where we can create this component, for that we need a folder structure. Okay, so inside this folder we have to create two folders. First, that is components. I'm gonna store the component inside this components folder. Okay, and after that you can create the templates. Here I'm going to store the templates. Okay, so templates I have storing inside this template folder and components here. But the thing is, see, I already told you we need first component. See, so this is the en, and here all this component, this is the navigation. Okay, this is teaser, hello world component. This all the component is stored in one main container, that is nothing but the page component. Okay, so first we have to create the page. Okay, but for creating a page we need a template, we knows already. So first I'm creating a page. See, come here, and for creating a page components, we have to create another folders. Create folders, and that is structure. Okay, so here we can add our main project, main page folder, that means our main page component, this one, that all the thing is stored inside one container, and that is nothing but your page. Okay, and these are the component, these are the sub component from your page. Okay, so where this component will store? So this component is stored inside your content folder. So you can just create here content. Okay, so that means your main component, main page, it will store in your structure, and your inside this component maybe lot of component will store. So that component will store in your content folder. After that we have to create the template, but before template we'll create a structure. Just simply right click it, create, and create a component. Okay, so now I'm going to create the main component, that means the page component. Okay, so how we can create? So you can just simply write here your label name, that means it's become your node name. See, so what I'm creating here, I'm creating a component, and this component is nothing but the node. Okay, and we already knows that entire crxd or entire AEM is work on the nodes only. Okay, so it becomes your node, so it becomes your node name. This label is nothing but your node name. Okay, so you can name it anything. So here I'm adding main page, so I have written here, and here you can also get main page. This is your title. So this is the thing that I'll tell you later. This is our main page components. Yeah, and what does it mean by this super type? So exactly, what does it mean by this super type? So you can just simply do one thing. uh, See, here I have a component. Now what I'm creating a page. Okay, and for the page I need to write a lot of this thing, that means lot of script and the logic I have to write for creating a page component. But Adobe already provided out of the box component. Simply we have to use that component, but how we can use? So that component path you have to write in this super type. Okay, if you want to use out of the box component, you can simply write the path here inside this super type. Okay, but you guys knows that where our component is stored. Our component store in two places. First is a apps, that our new core component is stored, and second is a libs. Inside this libs will store our foundation component, that means a legacy old component. So where it will store? So libs have wcm. Here we have a wcm, and after wcm I think we have foundation and components. Okay, so from here now I want a page. From here what I want a page. So how we can do it? You can just simply copy this. Once you copy, just simply come here. Here I want to create and component, that all the things will automatically present there. Okay, we don't need to be write the root path. Why? Because of this structure, after this wcm later we have a foundation and the component, later we have a page. So this link already knows the structure where it will present, so we don't need to be write this root path. Just simply remove it and just simply do the next. Yeah, after when you are typing next, they will ask some of the things, we don't need it now. Okay, so done. See, so what we have done now, come here. Here we have created one page, that is our main page. See, so whatever the description or whatever the content that we have write, all the content it will store in the form of properties. Okay, all the content it will store in the form of properties. See, there we have written the super type, so it's came in the form of property, description and the title. Okay, here we have a main page dot jsp. So when you created the page, it will automatically generate this main dot page. Okay, main page. So don't need to be rename it. So we have to rename from this JSP to HTML, but don't rename this name. Okay, why? Because of if this is our component, okay, and after that if you want to write some script where you will write inside this main page dot html. Okay, but you have rename it. So what does it mean? Sling directly try to see this one. Okay, like main page is there, no? So the same main page it will try to find out in your html as well. Okay, but this types of file it will not present, then it will not go inside this script. Okay, and whatever if you want to render on the page, it will not render. So for that it must be the same, whatever name you have, the same name we have to write there. Simply rename it now from JSP to HTML. Why I'm renaming from JSP to HTML? Because of JSP is a full part of the full part of the Java. Okay, but nowadays AEM, nowadays a front end person is learning. Okay, so for that we have renamed from JSP to HTML. Yeah, and we introduces one language, that means that Adobe introduces one language, that is HTL. Okay, HTL is a one language that is introduced by the Adobe in 6.0, I think in version 6.0. So it has lot of advantages as compared to the JSP, and it's a alternative versions of JSP. So that's why we are using, and it's embedded with the HTML. So that's why I have to rename from HTL to HTML. Sorry, JSP to HTML. I'm removing this. Okay, so this is the thing that we have created now. Yeah, this one that we have created. After that we already knows that we created this structure, but now we need a template for creating the page. Yeah, so we have to create the template first. So I'm creating in this folder. Here we have options of templates. You can just simply go inside and create the template. Here the same thing, main page that I have written. Okay, this is our template. Yeah, here see, so this is this template is associated with your page. See, so this is the page will needs a template that we already knows, but how we can connect the page and the template with each other? So for that we need this association, that means this resource type we needed. Yeah, so where our page is present in here, this is our page. So for that we have to copy this. You can just simply copy, come here, right click, create, and here we have options of template. You can just simply write this one. If you don't want to write this, that is also okay, but I'm keeping this now. Okay, so why we are using this resource type? We already knows for creating the page we need a template, and we created the template, but how that template will recognize your page? So for that I have given this resource type. I have associated with this template with a page. Yeah, after that we have a ranking. So your see, this is the template if you want to appear very quickly. Yeah, if you are giving it just like a precedence priority, if you are giving 100, so it will come at the lower. Okay, it will not execute it first. So if you want to execute, give the precedence once. Yeah, this is the thing that I have created. Okay, the thing is after that we have a allow paths. Here we have options of the allow paths. Okay, so here we need to give some paths. Why we need to give? Because of, if I'm coming here, see, now tell me where I'm creating the pages. So I'm creating a pages inside this folder. Okay, inside this path I'm creating. Here I'm creating. Okay, after that that page option is opening, and when I'm clicking in the inside this page, this template is opening. Okay, so in front of this or in beside of this I want my own template. How I can do it? So for that I have to give the permission here to appear that template. Come back, here we have a option, see. So that all the things, if I'm not clicking here, no, see, so all these things it's present inside your content folder. All this website is present inside your content folder, and so for every folder or for every website, definitely you're gonna create the pages. Yeah, you will click here and you will try to create the page. Here I'm clicking and I'm just trying to create the page. Okay, so I'm directly giving the permission to this content. Just come here and give the permission to content directly. Okay, so now if you are giving, so it will appear there direct. Here we have to write content. Okay, this is the thing. Just simply next, next, and just write OK. Okay, just save it. It's most important to save the content, otherwise it will not render it. After that, once you done this, we have I have written question mark, no? Yeah, exactly. Okay, these are the thing is done now. Okay, so refresh from here, save it, and refresh from here. Okay, so yeah, come here inside the page and just try to refresh it. I'm not clicking anywhere. Just try to create. It's came page, and page have this option. See, so this is our page that is coming in your content. See, so I'm not clicking anywhere now. So I give the permission to this content, and I'm just simply creating. So just try to create it. It won't open. Just try to click on feedback page, and here its content page is came. Or page is not coming. Why? Okay, so page, and here we have a main page. You can just simply click next and just create it. So I'm creating my page, and for creating the page we need a template, and this template we already create. So now just give the name Maybach. Okay, so this one is your title, and this one is your variable. Consider this one is your variable. All this information it will store inside this name. So if you are not written, it will generate by using this name. So let it be about, I'm not writing, it will generate automatically. Done. Now see, this is the page that we have created. Okay, but if I'm just going here inside this and I'm just trying to edit, it won't open anything. Why? Because of we haven't written anything. Okay, so it haven't written anything. Why? Because see, so first it's created the template. This is the template it will create it. After that, here we have the resource type. See how that it will work, how Sling will work. Now I'll show you. See, so first of all, I went here inside that Sling will come inside your template. It will see this JCR colon content. After that, it will come in your Sling colon resource type. This is the property. It will come here. After that, it will try to find out this path is exist or not. Okay, so it will. Okay, so here apps. After that, we have a May batch components, and here we have a structure, and later we have a main page. So it will come inside there, and it will try to execute this script. Okay, this is the HTML it will try to execute, but we haven't written anything. So how we can expect that content will come? So we have to write the content first. So now here I'm writing the content. Okay, this is the thing that I have written. Just come here. This is the thing that we have opened, and just simply refresh it. Now that hello world may become. Yeah, this is the thing that is came. Okay, so this is the main page that we have created, and after that main page we have written one heading, that is L2. But the consider, if I want to add more than one components, here this is the main component that we have created. Now we know that for creating the website we need a component like header component we need, or like navigation component, like at the down we need a footer component, and in the middle we need lot of components, maybe a body like teaser components, okay, buttons, carousel, accordion. So how we can get this component? So for that we need one component first, that is persist. So what it will does, so for adding the component we have to add the persist component first. So how we can add? So for that we have to write some script. Okay, whenever if you want to create the persist component you have to write the script. So how we can do that thing? So it's just simply first of all we have to write data slide include. Just come here, I'm writing HTML now. HTML. Okay, so first of all I'm writing, see, so this is our HTML, and why I'm writing inside the HTML, because of we have one advantage, that is HTL, otherwise you can call it Sitely. So one Sitely language is there and it will embedded with this HTML. That means we can write this Sitely language inside the HTML only. So that's why I have Renum. Okay, and it will provide a lot of facilities, so that's why I'm using. So all the content that have already written, we don't need to be write parses as well. Okay, so parses is also present. So how we can find out the parses? You can just simply go inside the libs. Here we have a libs. Libs have the foundations, foundation have components, and here we have the parses. See, I parses is there, and here we have a parses as well. Okay, so this is the code that we already have. So you can just simply copy from here, and for adding inside this HTML we have to use the Sitely. Okay, so how we can use it? One attribute is there, we have to use that. So I'm using div data slide resource. Okay, so what does it mean? If you want to see, this is where you are adding inside the page component. This is nothing but your page component, this one is your HTML. So this is the page component, and you are adding some component inside this HTML, so that is also a component. So whenever if you want to add some component inside another, for that we use this data slide resource. Okay, so how we can write? You can just simply define like double quotes, double dollar, curly braces open and the close. So this one is a expression language. If you want to add the dynamic data, you can simply use this expression language. So I'm just pasting this path. Which path I'm pasting? That parses. So it will not print as it is, it will print that data. Okay, it will execute that data, it will not print as it is, it will work dynamically. So before that we have to write something like here parsist. I'm using parsist, so that's why I have defined parsist here. Yeah, this is, and after that for adding some component inside this HTML we have to use the resource type. Resource type that have uses, come here, single quotes, and remove these foundations. We don't need to write, we have to close the div. Okay, I have saved the content, just simply come here and just try to refresh it. Okay, it hasn't came anything again. Okay, nothing is came, that means we have problem in our code. So what I have uses, that is data slide resource. Okay, okay, I forget to write the at the rate. We don't need to write this uh, question mark. Instead of question, sorry, that comma, we have to write the option. This is represent as a options. Okay, just simply save it, go there and just try to refresh it. Okay, so this is the thing that is came now, see. Yeah, here but it's came in, it's not in the right manner, it's came. So for that we have to write some script again. So it's not for, we have to fix this height and the weight. Okay, so if I'm coming here, parent, see, so it's not coming in a right manner, no. So we have to simply, yeah, here we'll do one thing. See, this is the drawback, this is the drawback, that means the passes component is not coming in a right manner. So for that they have written the code. Okay, they knows that this is not a good thing, so for that they also return some code. So in that, with the help of that code, they fixes the height and the width of this passes. So we just simply need to include that code. So how we can include? By using a data slide include. Okay, here we have options of data slide include. You can just simply include where it will present. So it will present inside your leaves folder. Leaves have WCM, components, sorry, core and components. Component and components have init and init have .jsp. Okay, this is the thing that I have included. Why I have included? First of all, come in a leaves. Leaves have WCM. Just find WCM somewhere. It will. Okay, WCM, and this WCM have a core. Core have a components. These components have init. Init and init have init.jsp. So here they return some code, and by using that code they fixes the height and weight of this parses component. So when you save this content, this is the content, you can just simply save, come here and refresh it. Now here you see, yeah, this is very easy. So now by using this we can easily add other components. Okay, so some of the component that is already developed, you can just simply go and give the permission. See, now in this time we don't have any permission, that means we don't have any component. But uh, before that, before our project, a lot of out of the box component is there, so you can use that component. Otherwise you can create your own and give the permission in this page, sorry, in this page. But now I'm using out of the box, so you can just simply just come here in edit, and here we have options of the design. So if you want to give the permission, so you can simply use this design, come here and design this page now. So just click here. Here we have a parents, configuration. So what it will open? So it's open one dialog. Okay, it's open one dialog. So this is the static template. So whenever it will store all your group and the component in one dialog of your parsist. See, so this is the dialog of your parsist, and it have lot of components. Okay, see, so this is the component group, and component group is a collections of component. So inside this group, inside the general group, we have a lot of components, is it no? So you can give the permission. So I just want image, so you can take the image. I want text, you can take it. I want title as well, video. Yeah, so this is the thing I needed, so you can just simply right click. Okay, so don't forget to go in your edit mode. Just simply come here and just try to edit now. See, before that we don't have this option insert, but now when you added the permission or group, that's why this option is coming. So you can just simply write, and here you gave the permission only for the 4 components, so that's why this 4 component came. So you can simply add the image. So you have added the image, and if you want to add some content inside this page, you can easily add it. So here we have options of asset. You can just come here, and some of the asset is there, that means images. You can just simply drag and drop. Okay, see, so that image came when you drag and drop, no, so that image came. Okay, so that is the thing of components. Okay, so simply what does it mean by the component? It's very useful, it's very see, here I have written it. Component are the basic building block of page. Okay, so and mod, it's a reusable unit, and it's a collections of the script. Yeah, you can easily drag and drop it. See here, they can easily drag and drop onto your page. That means, see, so now I'll show you. If you are coming here in this page, we have a script, is it no? You can use this component anywhere. Second thing, first one is the, it's a collections of the script. So here we have we have written the script here. After that, it's a reusable module. That means this is the general. See, this is the component, that component is present in a general, but still I'm using in my project. That means it's a reusable module, and it's a building block of page. For creating the page, we need a component. Like when you create one page, so inside that we have some header, body and the footer components. So we need a component, so we can say it's a building block of page. So that page is representing because of the components. So